Hey everyone, how you all doing? This Friday afternoon, evening, hey, morning. So you can catch us on Facebook Live. Maureen, Kathleen, Bernie, Andrea, Colette, Elaine, you're very welcome on Facebook Live and on YouTube. And of course, on our very own website. Hey, Claire and Andrew, Reese and Helen and Deborah. Message from Paddy and Comfortably Done. They're running late. But so hopefully Paddy will tune in. So, how you all doing? How are you all keeping? Getting me jab tomorrow. Yeah, getting me. Hey, Martin. Hey, Jackie. So yeah, getting me jab tomorrow. Number one. So, yeah, interesting times. Hey, Douglas Clan. So we're still going strong. Next weekend, we celebrate. Although I feel using the word celebrate doesn't seem right, but we're celebrating 12 months of the kitchen quiz next weekend. Yep, we've been faithful to the project. Hey, Jerry, we've been faithful to the project for a full 12 months, bar a week. Would you believe that? So, 12 months on. Vincent's Kitchen Quiz. So, we're still doing Fridays. Quizzy Quiz for Quizzers Quiz, which is Quizzy. And, hey, Cora, the Thunderbroads are there. We've got Mona, Martina and Cora in Dublin, Longford and DC. And Rome, of course. Flip. We're most internationalist of teams, the Thunderbroads. So, yeah, Quizzy Quiz for Quizzers Quiz on Fridays and Saturday evening. Still quizzy mind, but a bit more entertainment-y. And we host a party quiz that we now can do moving images. So, from the salad bowl, we can now do music, we can now do images, we can do movie clips, TV clips. We've made real progress, and I'm working on, hey Paul, I'm working on another dimension, because this week our kitchen quiz has secured its first commercial deal. Yeah, we're going to do a quiz for a large corporation. Would you believe that? So, all thanks to you. So there we go. And we're still collecting money for Northern Ireland Hospice. We're going to have it coming on to the anniversary. What was I saying? We're still collecting money for St Vincent de Paul and Northern Ireland Hospice. So isn't that good? We're collecting money for charities and this project, and we're going to keep going. So yeah, next weekend we're going to have a special bumper anniversary celebrating 12 months of looking at me. And I've been asking people, for those of you who are interested in tunes or music, and many of you are, send me your top 10s. We've been inundated with top 10s. Send me your top 10 favourite songs ever. Okay, good. So let's get going. Our Quizzy Quiz for Quizzers Quiz. Oh, shout out, happy birthday, Bernie Dunn. Happy birthday, Bernie. Hope you're getting spoiled rotten. Happy birthday. So this evening, Quizzy Quiz for Quizzers Quiz. We've got famous Brendans. We've got famous points, famous Swedes, famous mottos. We've got a full round of connections. We've got 13 logos and catchphrases and dingbats. Yep. Famous prizes. Famous French phrases that we use. Famous sages. And we finish with what's missing. Hey Catherine, hey Billy and Connor, hey Jerry, we only did it for you. Hope you're keeping well, Jerry. Let's get going, shall we? Is it tough? It's quizzy, doable, but one or two really. Well, sure, let's get going. 3 famous Brendans. Famous Brendan. Hey Seb. Famous Brendan number 1. Famous Brendan number 1 Clues are Braveheart, In Bruges, and The Guard. Braveheart, In Bruges, and The Guard is your famous Brendan to ease you in number one. Hey, Team Dev on the website. Paul, Douglas Clan, Lockdown Haircuts, El Paso Duo. Yep. El Paso. Not as far away as San Diego, but good try, Marty. Good try. Famous Brendan number two. Famous Brendan number two. The Choir Fellow, The Hostage, and Borstal Boy. Borstal Boy, The Hostage, and The Choir Fellow is your famous Brendan number two. Brendan Daly is your famous Brendan. No, he's... Yeah. Oh, Michael and the Flucky Foursome. How you keeping, Michael? Famous Brendan number three. So your famous Brendan number three is the male protagonist in which Japanese video game media franchise, appearing in versions like Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Video game media franchise, your male protagonist is your famous Brendan number three. Do you know this Japanese video franchise? Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, containing your famous Brendan number three. Deirdre, send me your top 10 tunes, would you? So there's your three famous Brendans. 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, and 6 are your three famous points. Famous points. Like, what's the point in this? No, 4, 5, and 6, three famous points. Famous point number one. The United States Military Academy in New York is your famous point number one. The United States Military Academy in the state of New York. Famous point number one. Famous point number two. Famous point number two. The point guard. The point guard is one of 5 positions in which sport? Point guard. Sport. Famous point number two. Point guard. Famous point number 3. The temperature, getting back to schooly quizzy here, the temperature at which the vapor pressure of a liquid equals the pressure surrounding the liquid is your famous point number 3. The temperature at which the vapor pressure of a liquid equals the pressure surrounding same liquid. Famous point number 3. Seven, 8, and 9. Next bunch of 3. 3 famous Swedes. Famous Swedes. Famous Swede number 1, born January 3, 2003, a young Swedish environmental activist, is your famous Swede number 1, born January 2003. Who is this young Swedish environmental activist? Famous Swede number 1. Or question 7. Famous Swede, number 2. Famous Swede, number 2. Clues are Ilse Lund, Casablanca, Dr. Constance Pettersson in Notorious. Famous Swede, number 2. Isla Lund, Casablanca, Dr. Constance Pettersson in Hitchcock's Notorious. Famous Swede, number 2. Ilse Lund, Casablanca. Famous Swede, number 3. A Swedish former number 1 tennis player. Be careful. A Swedish former world number 1 tennis player. 6 Grand Slams between 85 and 96. Additional clue, if you need one. He coached Roger Federer in 14 and 15. See, Roger made his comeback this week. Remarkable. Anyway, it's not about Roger. It's about who coached him in 2014 and 2015. Who was this famous Swedish former world number 1 tennis player who won 6 Grand Slams between 85 and 96? Is your famous Swede, number 3. Okie dokie. Your famous Brendans, famous points, famous Swedes, and our final batch of 3 in round 1, and we'll recap, don't worry, for anybody who was late tuning in. Paddy, where are you? We finish with famous slogans or mottos, and there's 3 of them, of course. So famous motto, number 1, we're looking for a sports brand. Motto, slogan, just do it. Just do it is the motto, tagline of which famous sports brand? Famous motto or slogan number 1. Just do it. Famous sports brand number 1. Famous motto or slogan number 2. Think different. Think different was which technology company's tagline, motto, slogan between 97 and 2002. A technology company. Think different. Famous motto or slogan number 2. Think different. And finally, round 1, question 12, or your third motto or slogan. Motto or slogan number 3, art for art's sake. Art for art's sake. Which media company used, still does, art for art's sake? Is your famous motto or slogan number 3, art for art's sake. Okay, so let's put up a recap, a visual of your round 1 questions. Your 3 Brendans, points, Swedes and mottos. So confer amongst yourselves your 3 famous Brendans, your 3 famous points, your famous Swedes and your famous slogans or mottos. Okie dokie. So there's your 12 round one questions. And at the end of each round, I want you to, as we always do on the feed, no answers, of course, but you just post your team names and your scores. And the next iteration, is that the right word? The next addition to our offering will be leaderboards, live leaderboards. Wouldn't that be so cool? So we're always cooking up something. So how did you get on in round one? Here's your answers to your first round. Good luck. So your three famous Brendans: Braveheart, the guard in Bruges, Brendan Gleeson. Borstal Boy, the choir fellow and the hostage, Brendan Behan. Pokemon was your famous Brendan number 3, the video game franchise. West Point, US Military Academy, basketball, your point guard, and boiling point was the temperature of vapor pressure equaling, yeah. And your famous Swedes, Greta Thunberg, yep, you got that, I'm sure. Ingrid Bergman, probably. Did you get Stefan Edberg? Or did you go Mats Wilander or Bjorn Borg? Hopefully you went for Stefan Edberg. Just do it. Nike, Apple Inc., think different, art for art's sake. MGM. So out of 12, let me know how you're doing. Excellent scoring. The Mac Jacks maxing out on 12. Douglas Clan on 10. Lockdown Haircuts on 11. If we had our leaderboards, you would see them coming up in front of you. That would be amazing. Barking Mad on 11. So keep your scores and your team names coming in on YouTube, Facebook, and indeed on our very own website. Well done, the Donnellys. 11 out of 12. Carnegie Collective. Not sure how you feel about the leaderboard. It's good. It's the taking part. Good scoring Frogs. El Paso Duo. Houston, no problem. Captain Morgan. Hey, Derek. You're doing okay. Cahiz Nadal, Martin, Francis. Well done. Well done, Karina. Chickpeas, David. Shamrock Solitude, 11. Good start. Fins full on 10. On Facebook Live, Kathleen. 11 out of 12 for the McLaughlins. Thunderbroads on 11. Sandbaggers on 11. Hi Sam. Deborah. Kaiser's Crew on 10. Team Dev, 9. Excellent scoring, guys. Good start. Round 2. A full round of connections. So, you know the drill. 3 bits of information. Some random. And you join the dots and you figure out what connects. Hey, Claire and the Kellys, 11 out of 12. Well done, Rhonda. Good start. 12 connections. What connects? What connects? What connects a security device with a canal with a rugby position? So a security device, a canal, and a rugby position is your what connects number 1. Hey Andrea, hey Monica. A security device with a canal with a rugby position. Number 2, what connects? What connects? A James Patterson novel series, James Patterson, with a 1980s American singer-songwriter who in 1981 had Album of the Year, with a religious symbol. So what connects a religious symbol with your 1980s American singer-songwriter who in 1981 had Album of the Year with a James Patterson novel series? Good connections this evening. James Patterson novel series, religious symbol, a 1980s American singer-songwriter, 1981 Album of the Year. Okay. I'm going to give you a bit of space between each connection because they're especially connected this evening. Connection number 3. What connects? What connects a geographical area where armies are engaged in conflict with a common term in the names of many political parties with a weather boundary? So what connects a weather boundary with a term associated with many political party names with a geographical area where armies are engaged in conflict? What connects? Number 3. Number 4. What connects? What connects Dr. Frank N. Furter from Rocky Horror Picture Show with a spiced dish with a 1976 Olympic and world champion figure skater? So what connects your 76 Olympic and world champion figure skater with a spiced dish with Dr. Frank N. Furter from Rocky Horror Picture Show? What connects? Number 4. Mad. Good scoring, Kaisers, Team Dev and the Dailies. 5. What connects? What connects Sting's An Englishman in New York with the 1973 Grand National with a potato chip? Potato chip, 73 Grand National, Sting's An Englishman in New York. What connects? Number 5. I think potato chip is where I'd hang my coat. Hey Paddy, we waited, we stalled. What connects? What connects? Number 6. A fast train service with a multinational delivery services company out of Memphis with the company behind Traveller's Checks. So what connects the company behind Traveller's Checks with a multinational delivery services company out of Memphis with a fast train service? What connects? 6. Stellar scoring. Bernie maxing out. A rather succinct connection, number 7. What connects Pete, not as in Mackenzie, but as in P-A-P-E-A-T, flip, can't even spell. What connects that Pete with horse racing with sod? Sod, S-O-D, horse racing, you can spell that. Pete, P-E-A-T. What connects? Number 7. heat, horse racing, sod. Connection number 8. What connects? What connects Declan Patrick McManus with an American comedy duo? They were the highest paid entertainers in World War II. There's something you've learned. With an American fashion designer. So what connects your American fashion designer with the world's highest paid entertainers in World War II? A comedy duo with Declan Patrick McManus. What connects? Number 8. Connection 9. What connects? A geometric shape with theatre seating with a London Underground line. So what connects your London Underground line with theatre seating with a geometric shape is your what connects? Number 9. Oh, like this one. Hope you do. Connection 10. What connects? What connects a very famous battle with a British Lions captain with Hercule Poirot's best mate, best friend? Hercule Poirot's best friend, a British Lions captain with a very famous battle. What connects? Number 10. British Lions former captain. A very famous battle. Hercule Poirot's best friend. Connection 11. What connects? What connects a young Scottish woman who became a British agent working with the French resistance, young Scotswoman, French resistance, with a British singer-songwriter who was responsible for the 5th best-selling album of the noughties, with Oscar Wilde? So, let's recap. What connects Oscar Wilde with your British singer-songwriter responsible for the 5th best-selling album of the noughties, with your young Scotswoman who became a British agent working alongside the French resistance? Is your what connects? Number 11. I think they're tricky connections this evening. What connects? Your final connection, number 12. What connects calcium sulfate hemihydrate with the son of King Priam and Queen Hecuba of Troy? Priam, Hecuba, Troy, son of. And according to the Guinness World Records in 2007, the most overrated celebrity. Right, let's recap on this rather out there connection, number 12. So according to the Guinness World Records in 2007, this person was the most overrated celebrity. What connects that with the son of King Priam, and Queen Hecuba of Troy with calcium sulfate hemihydrate? I'm going to put up all the connections because I think you need to just one more time. Tricky connections. So there's your 12 connections, your security device, a canal, and a rugby position, your James Patterson novel series, your 1980s American singer-songwriter, your religious symbol, your geographical area where armies are engaged in conflict, a common term in the names of political parties, your weather boundary, Dr. Frank Enfurter Rocky Horror Picture Show, a spiced dish with your 1976 Olympic and World Figure Skating champion, Sting's Englishman in New York with the 1973 Grand National with a potato chip, your fast train service, your multinational delivery services company headquartered in Memphis, Tennessee, and the company behind Traveller's Checks, Pete, horse racing, sod, Declan Patrick McManus with an American comedy duo, the highest paid entertainers during World War II, an American fashion designer, a geometric shape, theatre seating and a London Underground line, a battle, a British Lions captain, and Hercule Poirot's best friend, your young Scotswoman who worked alongside the French Resistance, a British singer-songwriter, 5th best-selling album of the noughties, Oscar Wilde, and finally, your calcium sulfate hemihydrate, son of Priam and Queen Hecuba of Troy, and the Guinness World Record holder in 2007 as the world's most overrated celebrity. Mull over those for a few moments. Okay, 12 interesting, to say the least, connections. So how did you get on? Well, shall we find out? Okay, let's show the answers to round 2. This would give you another potential 12 points. Got the coal-fired internet up and running. Good man, Sam. Your connections. So, we had your canal, security device and rugby position, lock, Christopher Cross, sailing and all that, Alex Cross as in James Patterson, cross as in your religious symbol, front as in National Front, as in Weather Front, as in Battlefront, Military Front, Curry as in Tim Curry, Frank Enfurter, John Curry, skater, and your spicy dish, Quentin Crisp, crisp as in potato chip, and crisp as in who gave Red Rum a run for the money in the Grand National. Express train, American Express, Federal Express, turf across the board, Elvis Costello, Abbott and Costello, Michael Costello, circle as in underground line, as in theatre seating, as in, what was the other one? Your geometric shape. Hastings, 1066, Gavin Hastings as in British Lions captain, as in Arthur Hastings, close friend of Hercule. Dorian Gray, David Gray, Charlotte Gray, you're all far too smart. Plaster of Paris, as in Troy, as in Paris Hilton. Fantastic scoring. Mac Jacks 24, Sandbaggers 23, Lockdown Haircuts 23. Comfortably done. Just missed out on round 1, maxing out 12. Fast out of the blocks. Paddy El Paso Duo, well done, 22 out of 24. Douglas Clan 21, Chickpeas 21, Thunderbroads 22, Barkin Mad 23, Karina 22, Billy and Connor, excellent, 21, Team Dev 20, Deirdre 21, Finn's Fulls 22, Cahiz 20, David, well done, 21, Closely behind, Carnegie Collective, Home Aloners, Hey Pete on 20, Derek, well done on 20, Martin 20, Donnelly's 23, Shamrock Solitude 21, Houston, no problem, definitely wasn't, well done Vanessa 21, Francis closely behind, McLaughlin's 23, Claire on 20, great scoring, Paul 20, Fan Davidosi. Round 3. We've got some images and some pictures. So we've got some logos. There's 13 captions in total. We've got some logos. And we've got Dumb and Dumber on 20. Well done, Malachi. Well done, Rhonda. And the Waltons. Some logos and some say what you see. Okay, we'll start with the logos. Identify the brand from these. Number 1. Good luck. Brand from this. Good luck. Famous brand. Number 3. Famous brand. Number 4. What's this? Who's this? Number 5. Brand, please. Number 6. Brand. Lost without it. I know I would. Okay, we now hop from logos and brands to catchphrases. Say what you see. So say what you see, and there's 7 of them, and there's a couple of real clinkers in here. Clinker for North Americans would be classics. Say what you see. I'll start with a couple of books. Say what you see. Number 1. Say what you see. Book number 2. Good luck. Say what you see. Book number 3. Okay, final 3. In fact, final 4. Say what you see. A couple of tricky ones in here. We'll get you in nice and gently with this one, I think. Good luck. That's all I'll say. Good luck. I'm rooting for you. Figure this one. And 2 to go. Like these 2. Say what you see. And thanks, Billy, for encouraging me on these catchphrases. They're good. And finally, say what you see. Good luck. Okay, dogs. So, quick fly through. We had your logos. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we jumped into your book catchphrases. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we finished with 4 tantalizing catchphrases with a couple of real humdingers. Humdinger 1, Humdinger 2, Humdinger 3. Okay, good stuff. So 13 points available in that round. How did you get on? Well, let's find out, shall we? Let's put you out of your agony. £13 points available. So your brands, we had Vodafone, Atari, well done if you remembered Atari, BP, Xbox, Seat and Wikipedia. Your books, Watership Down, Alice in Wonderland, Catch 22, Misunderstanding, Painless Operation. Painless Operation. Did anybody get Painless Operation? The whole 9 yards, and we finished with No Quarter Given. Fantastic. Fantastic. Your final round. Your final round. Well done. Lockdown haircuts, 35. Fantastic scoring lockdown. So out of, that would be 37 is your running aggregate. Well done. Well done, Henry. Well done, Chickpeas. Fantastic, guys. Painless Operation. Thank you, Henry. Fantastic. Mac Jacks, 35. Bargain Mad on 34. Keep those scores coming in out of 37. Douglas Clan on 32. Donnelly's 35. Martin, 31. Two of a Kind, you're doing well tonight. David on 32. Deirdre, well done. Home Aloners, 31. Cahies Nadal, 30. Paul Boylan, 31. Karina, 32. El Paso Duo, 32. Well done. In the Man Cave, Billy and Connor on 32. Well done. Francis on 29. McLachlan's flying along on Facebook Live on 35. So too is Sam on 35. Thunderbroad's 32. Houston, no problem, 33. Well done. We got Painless Operation. Shamrock Solitude, 32. Claire and Andrew. Fantastic. Your final round. Your final round. Prizes named after people. So, first three prizes. You get some clues and you get a prize. Team Dev 31. Well done, Derek. Painful Operation. Prizes named after people. Prizes number 1 named after person number 1. Clue is Antoinette Perry, and the award is for excellence in Broadway theatre. Name this prize named after person number 1. Person Antoinette Perry. Name the award named after Antoinette for excellence in Broadway theatre. Kelly's on 29. Well done, Rhonda. Good scoring there. Stephen, good to see you. 34, Stephen. Antoinette Perry. The prize named after Antoinette for excellence in Broadway theatre. 2. Prize named after person Chickpeas. 33. Well done, Chickpeas. British actor. Named after British actor for excellence in professional theatre in London. Is your famous prize named after famous person. Number 2. A British actor. The award is for annually for excellence in professional theatre also, but this time in London. Famous prize named after famous person. Number 3. Person. David Ivor Davies. David Ivor Davies. The award named after David Ivor Davies is in songwriting and composition. Name this famous prize named after famous person. Number 3. Songwriting and composition named after David Ivor Davies is your famous prize. Number 3. Four, 5, and 6 in your final round. Famous French phrases that we use. Famous French phrases that we use. Severine. The removal and seizure of a government and its powers. The removal and seizure of a government and its powers is your famous French phrase that we use oftentimes. Number 1. The removal and seizure of a government and its powers. Famous French phrase number 2 that we use: abstention of governments from interfering in the workings of a free market. Abstention by governments from interference in the workings of a free market is your French phrase that we use. Number 2. Well done, Claire. And final French phrase that we use, number 3. This French phrase that we use would be to describe a spy. A spy employed to induce or incite a suspected person or group to commit an incriminating act. What? This French phrase that we use would be a spy employed to induce or incite a suspected person or group to commit an incriminating act. Is your French phrase that we use. Number 3. Seven, 8, 9. Final round. Home straight now. Famous sieges. 3 famous sieges. Famous siege number 1. The Siege of Carthage. The Siege of Carthage was in the Third Punic War. You knew that. Your question is, where is Carthage in modern day country terms? Where is Carthage, the country in the modern world? Is your famous siege number 1, the Siege of Carthage. But Carthage is where? In which modern day country? Famous siege number 1. Well done, the Stellars. 135. Stellars scoring Bernie. Famous siege number 2. Which siege began in September 1941 and lasted until January 1944? It became one of the longest and most destructive sieges in history, and it ran, I repeat, September 41 to January 44. Is your famous siege number 2? Hello, Geraldine. Heron's Heroes on 35. Geraldine, you came out of nowhere on YouTube. Scoring Geraldine. Famous siege number 3. David Koresh. David Koresh, an American cult leader figure, played a central role in which famous 1993 siege? David Koresh, an American cult leader figure. Famous siege number 3, 1993. And your final three in your final round. Missing. 3 famous missing. So, 3 questions, but all with something missing. Number 1. South American countries on the equator. South American countries on the equator. There's 3 of them. I'm going to give you Brazil. I'm going to give you Ecuador. What's the 3rd missing country in South America that is on the equator, other than Brazil and Ecuador? Missing. Number 2. United States Summer Olympic host cities. Got it? United States Summer Olympic host cities. There's been 3 of them. Los Angeles, by the way, hosted the games twice. Atlanta. And which other US city has hosted the Summer Olympics? Have I not given you? Is your famous missing number 3. United States Summer Olympics host cities other than LA and Atlanta. What's missing? Number 2. And your final missing, indeed, your final question in round 4, your final round on our quizzy quiz for Quizzers quiz. Keep posting your team names and your scores at the end of the quiz. And promo for tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening, same time, 9 o'clock GMT, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard. Your party quiz. Best seats, remember, Saturday, definitely the website. Why, you say? Because we play tunes and we don't get interruptions there. And tomorrow evening we've got some TV cop shows, clips. Website, same time, same place, your place. Final question in tonight's quiz. Chemical elements with 4 letters. Chemical elements with 4 letters. There's 5 of them. I'm going to give you 4. Sorry. So there's chemical elements, there's 5 with 4 letters. I'm giving you gold. Jot these down. Gold, iron, lead, zinc. There's a 5th with 4 letters, other than gold, iron, lead, and zinc. What's missing? Chemical element with 4 letters, other than gold, iron, lead, and zinc. Sorry about that. Bit of important news. My son just got permanent residency in Canada, so hence the distraction. Well done, Sean. Okay, so let's recap on your final round. So, your prizes named after people. Back in the game. Antoinette Perry, excellence in Broadway theatre. British actor, excellence in professional theatre in London. David Ivor Davies, songwriting and composition. Famous French phrases we use. The removal and seizure of a government and its powers. The abstention by governments from interfering in the workings of a free market. A spy employed to induce or incite a suspected person or group to commit an incriminating act. Famous sieges. The siege of Carthage. Where is Carthage? The country, please, in the modern world. And the siege that began in September 41 and lasted until January 44. This famous siege. And famous siege number 3, David Koresh, 1993. Your final 3. What's missing? Your South American countries on the equator. Brazil, Ecuador, and where? Los Angeles, Atlanta, and which other United States city has hosted the Summer Olympics? And your chemical elements with 4 letters. Gold, iron, lead, zinc, and which other? Okay, so tidy up your answers. Oh yes, we had a sponsor this evening. So coming soon to Belfast in Northern Ireland is Get Food. So an app bringing food from restaurants and takeaways to your home. Coming soon, thanks to the guys at Get Food who've sponsored tonight's quiz. You see, we're doing all sort of stuff. So go to their Facebook page and like. Coming soon. Well done, guys. Best wishes and thank you for sponsoring this evening's quiz. Gosh, flip me. It's like Sky. Okay, the answers to your final round. Thanks for tuning in. Here's your answers to your final round. Okay, Antoinette Perry, the Tony Award, Broadway Theatre. The Laurence Olivier Award for Professional Theatre in London. Ivor Novello, after David Ivor Davies, for songwriting and composition. Coup d'etat is your removal and seizure of a government. Laissez-faire is the abstention from governments for interfering in your free market. And agent provocateur would be your spy employed to induce or incite a suspected person or group to commit an incriminating act. Well done, anybody who got agent provocateur. Carthage you'd find in North Africa in the country of Tunisia. Leningrad is that siege. And Huaco, David Koresh. Colombia is the missing South American country. St. Louis is your tricky US Summer Olympic host city. And neon is your 5th chemical element with 4 letters. So out of 49 points, keep posting your team names and your scores on the live feed. You're welcome. Cora, well done. Karina, super scoring. Lockdown haircuts, 46. Well done, Deirdre. Thunderbroads on 44. Keep the scores coming in on our... Good to see people on our website getting used to it. And still on YouTube and Facebook Live. So we're good. All the Friday night quizzes are archived. Can't archive Saturday night quizzes on the website. We're still taking donations for this project and for NI Hospice and St. Vincent de Paul. So thanks for everybody who's been so generous in doing that. Chickpeas 43. Sandbaggers 46, David, well done up in Coleraine on 40. Well done, El Paso Duo. Well done, Derek. Good to see everybody on a Friday evening. Claire and Andrew, well done, 41 points. Keep those scores coming in. And, well, we'll see you soon. Well done, Douglas Clan, Martin. The Dongleys, good scoring, Jerry and team on 46 points. Great scoring. And thanks, Henry. And Paul, good scoring. Oh, music guys, keep sending me your top 10s. Tomorrow evening, McLaughlin's on 46. We got our party quiz. We've got our after party. Fastest finger. Carnegie Collective. You're great. Houston, no problem, 44. Deirdre. Muchas gracias, Deirdre. So, tomorrow evening, party quiz. Cops and robbers clips. Tunes with a theme. After party. Gosh, what's not to like? Thanks, guys. Thanks for your time, your generosity. And see you soon. Well, you'll see me. Take care.